Making headlines this hour. The Addo business dialogue commences in Hitadu, Addo city. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz declares the 24th and 25th of this month as government holidays. The Maldives Hajj Corporation makes final preparations to welcome the Maldivian Hajj pilgrims to Makkah for the sacred pilgrimage this year.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to PSM News in English with me, Hafiz Abdul Sattar. Now the news in detail. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz declares the 24th and 25th of this month as government holidays in connection with Eid al-Adha. The President's office announced that Sunday 24th May and Monday 25th May have been designated as government holidays by the President. According to the President's office, this decision was made to allow people the opportunity to spend more time with their families during the Eid al-Adha holidays by providing government employees with a continuous holiday period without interruption. The President's office also stated that following the Eid holidays, government offices will reopen on Sunday, 31st May, is already reflected in the official calendar. This year, the day of Hajj falls on Tuesday, 26th May, while Eid al-Adha will be observed on Wednesday, 27th May. Ali Ihsan, the Minister of Homeland Security, Labour and Technology, says the government's goal through its expansive initiative to reform the management of the migrant workforce is to align the nation with top international standards by the end of the current administrative term.
Speaking on the state broadcaster's program, Rajamyad, Minister Ihsan detailed efforts to systematically locate and deport all undocumented migrant workers. Authorities aim to identify these individuals through the third phase of Operation Kurangi, ensuring deportations prior to 17th November. By the conclusion of the current presidential term, Ihsan noted the Maldives will be recognized as a premier nation in ethical migrant labor management. Citing benchmarks in Singapore and Dubai, he noted that the Maldives has reduced its undocumented rate to 2% with a target of 1%. Minister Ihsan said the current administration inherited a system where the identities of approximately 300,000 workers were unknown. In response, a biometric registration program has captured data from 98% of the targeted population as of 1st May. This information will form a centralized national registry to combat illegal immigration. To further fortify the framework, the administration is overhauling a system that Minister Ihsan described as having descended into a highly dangerous state of operation, characterized by widespread abuse. Investigations revealed migrant workers paid illicit fees of $3,000 to $15,000 to secure entry. The government is now drafting legislative amendments to reinstate official recruitment agencies, mandate independent audits, and limit recruitment fees to 1 month's salary.
The Addo business dialogue commences with an urgent appeal for national unity as Mohammad Said, the Minister of Economic Development, Transport and Trade, asserted that transcending political divisions is a prerequisite for national economic advancement.
Minister Said declared that the economy can only be progressed when the nation speaks with a unified voice during the inauguration of the two-day summit at Hitadu School, Addo city. The summit, organized by the Economic Development Ministry and the Business Center Corporation, serves to identify fundamental challenges obstructing the local economy and define Addo's development trajectory over the next 3 years. This initiative executes a directive from President Dr. Mohammad Muiz to provide targeted economic incentives between 2027 and 2029. Minister Said noted President Muiz envisions driving rapid growth by focusing on designated regions, with Addo city as the foundational starting point. Senior officials from the Ministries of Homeland Security, Labour and Technology, Tourism and Civil Aviation, and Fisheries, Agriculture and Ocean Resources, alongside representatives from banking institutions, the Maldives Inland Revenue Authority, and Maldives Ports Limited, are participating in the 13th-14th May event. Sessions are designed to evaluate the economic climate and propose sectors for financial incentives, tax relief, and new business frameworks. The administration views these interventions as a pilot for a national strategy to achieve developed nation status by 2040. Minister Said underscored that successful implementation requires collaboration between the city council, state institutions, and business owners to secure land, labor, and financing. Progress, he argued, depends on this proactive mindset and collective action.
The Asia Media Summit concludes successfully, bringing together international communications professionals and government leaders for discussions on the future of broadcasting and digital transformation. Bringing the developments of Day 2 of the summit is Mariam Shaushat from PSM News team.
The 21st Asia Media Summit has successfully completed in the Maldives after 3 days of discussions which were focused on the future of media, technology, and regional cooperation. This year's summit was held in Villa Nautica with collaboration from Public Service Media by Asia Institute for Broadcasting Development, AIBD. More than 300 delegates, including media executives, government officials, broadcasters, journalists, and technology experts from across the Asia-Pacific region took part in the summit. Key discussions during the plenary sessions focused on artificial intelligence in journalism, strengthening public trust in media, digital transformation, misinformation, climate-resilient broadcasting, and the future sustainability of public service media. The summit also featured a series of specialized workshops and pre-summit sessions on AI tools for news production, social media engagement, disaster-resilient media systems, and emerging technologies shaping the broadcast industry. One of the major highlights of the summit was the presentation of the AIBD Awards, where Public Service Media received AIBD's Special Award for Media Excellence, recognizing its contribution to public service broadcasting and regional media development. The summit further reinforced the Maldives' position as an emerging regional hub for international media dialogue and cooperation. The Asia Media Summit was concluded with hopes for regional partnerships, use of AI responsibly, and with many conversations held on the sidelines of the Asia Media Summit. Reporting from PSM News, I am Mariam Shaushat.
Public Service Media PSM receives a special award for media excellence at the 21st Asia Media Summit, AMS.
The award was presented in recognition of PSM's efforts to drive progress in the media and broadcasting sector as part of the gala dinner and AIBD International Media Awards Night held during the summit. Awards were also presented to outstanding television and radio programs produced by broadcasters across the Asia-Pacific region. A total of 5 awards were presented during the event, including Best Radio Program, Best TV Program, Commendation Awards, and the Special Media Excellence Award. In the radio category, the Best Program Award was presented to Vietnam's VOV World Voice of Vietnam for its program titled Peaceful Vietnamese New Year in Every Home, a sweet command from the heart of soldiers. The Best TV Program Award was presented to South Korea's Korean Broadcasting System for its program Life of the Burning Earth, The Vanishing Season. In addition, special certificates were presented to AMS partners during the event. Various welcome activities were also organized for participants, showcasing Maldivian heritage and culture through traditional dances and performances, including Bodobaru.
The Road Development Corporation RDC commences the service required for the road development and modernization project in Bara.
The government has placed special priority on road upgrade initiatives aimed at accelerating developments across the atolls. With an investment of $129.52 million, this extensive public sector investment program PSIP project has been awarded to RDC with completion scheduled within 1,280 days. Speaking to PSM News, RDC stated that survey work for the practical phase of the project is currently underway. The project will cover only the ring road surrounding the island and will not include inland roads. As part of the initiative, 7.56 kilometers of road will be paved. RDC noted that detailed topographical, geotechnical, and hydrological surveys are being conducted. An environmental impact assessment EIA will also be completed alongside comprehensive road designs incorporating an efficient drainage system. Finishing works will include leveling utility junctions, installing road signs, speed breakers, and traffic lights. Cables will also be laid to support street lighting, while curbstones and pedestrian pavements will be developed as part of the project. The agreement for the initiative was signed on the 26th of March 2024. RDC stated that the upgraded road network would significantly improve transportation for residents.
The Maldives Transport and Contracting Company MTCC reveals that more than 13,000 trips have been completed through the Malé Taxi line since the service was launched.
The Malé Taxi line was established under a decree issued by President Dr. Mohammad Muiz as a solution to the shortage of available taxis in the Greater Malé area. MTCC stated that 13,073 trips were completed between the 18th of April and 9th of May. This included 9,395 trips within Malé, 429 trips to Welana International Airport, 1,966 trips to Hurumale Phase 1, and 1,283 trips to Hurumale Phase 2. According to MTCC, the service has so far been used by a total of 9,550 customers. The taxi fleet includes vehicles of 3 different sizes, all of which are fully electric and environmentally friendly. Rides can be booked at any time. To support the service, 150 electric vehicles manufactured by Schengen Automobile Group were imported. The Malé Taxi line was officially inaugurated by President Dr. Muiz during an official ceremony at Central Park on the 2nd of April. MTCC stated that rides can be booked through the company's website or by calling the hotline number 1655. Fares are charged in accordance with rates set by the Ministry of Economic Development, Transport and Trade.
The Bank of Maldives BML opens applications for the Bank Fund 2026.
The program provides grants for eco-friendly community projects carried out by registered non-governmental organizations (NGOs) across the country under the themes of education, environment, sports, and community development. The bank fund will provide 200,000 Maldivian rupiah, equivalent to $12,951.84 to 5 winning projects. Having distributed the grant over the past 2 years, the initiative reflects the bank's commitment to promoting inclusive growth and strengthening civil society nationwide. Since its launch, the grant has supported various community-focused projects implemented by 9 different NGOs. Registered NGOs and clubs are requested to submit applications and project proposals before 2 p.m. on the 14th of June. Submissions should be emailed to bankfund@bml.com.mv. Application forms and detailed guidelines are available on the bank's website.
The Maldives Hajj Corporation makes final preparations to welcome the Maldivian Hajj pilgrims to Makkah for the sacred pilgrimage this year.
All Maldivian pilgrims undertaking the sacred journey of Hajj this year will reside at the Al Balad at Toyyib Ajiyad Hotel in Makkah, a dedicated facility exclusively reserved for pilgrims from the Maldives. The hotel spans 12 floors and comprises 355 rooms, serving as the primary accommodation base for Maldivian pilgrims under the country's 1,000 quota. This strategic arrangement ensures that all necessary services and facilities are centralized in one location, providing convenience and comfort to pilgrims throughout their spiritual journey. The hotel offers an extensive range of facilities designed to meet the diverse needs of pilgrims. These include the Hajj Cooperation Office and the Office of the Hajj Mission, ensuring seamless administrative support. A help desk provides assistance around the clock, while the Quality Clinic stands ready to address any health concerns. For religious and communal activities, the hotel features a mosque and a conference hall. Additionally, pilgrims can access 3 restaurants for catering, a fully equipped kitchen, laundry facilities, a cafe, and convenient buggy service for transportation within the hotel premises. Hajj Corporation Head of Marketing and Public Relations Abdullah Muaz emphasized the corporation's unwavering commitment to ensuring every pilgrim receives comprehensive care and support. He said that Hajj Corporation employees are working to finalize all arrangements for each pilgrim. Current preparations at the hotel are in their final stages, with disinfection, cleaning, and refurbishment underway across all rooms. Each room has been equipped with essential amenities, including a wardrobe, refrigerator, television, water dispenser, and hot water facilities in the bathrooms. Room names have been affixed to facilitate organized distribution among pilgrims, while informative signage have been installed near elevators to provide crucial guidance. The clinic has been fully equipped and verified to meet specified standards, and cooking arrangements have been finalized. The fleet of buggies have been expanded to ensure reliable transportation services for pilgrims. A critical safety measure has been completed with the labeling of Nusuk cards, which every pilgrim must wear around their neck at all times for identification and security purposes. In response to lessons learned from previous years, the Mutawwif Rawaf of Makkah is coordinating with Mina authorities to implement improvements in the arrangements at Mina and Arafat. The Arafat grounds represent the most essential component of the pilgrimage, and on the day of Hajj, all pilgrims will reside in tented accommodations in Arafat. Final preparations are currently underway to ensure these critical arrangements meet all required standards. The Hajj mission, headquartered at the Al Balad At-Tayyib Ajiyad Hotel, is ensuring that all arrangements adhere to Saudi Arabian standards while addressing the specific needs of Maldivian pilgrims.
Oil prices falls, snapping a three-day rally as investors awaited developments around the fragile Middle East ceasefire and braced for the outcomes of the high-stakes summit in China between U.S. President Donald Trump and President Xi Jinping.
Brent crude futures dropped 1.22 US dollars or 1.1% to $106.55 US dollars a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate futures fell 1.16 U.S. dollars or 1.1% to 101.02 U.S. dollars. Both benchmarks have largely hovered around or above the 100 U.S. dollars per barrel mark since the U.S. and Israel began attacks on Iran at the end of February and Tehran effectively shut the Strait of Hormuz.
The gas will go down. As soon as the war's over, it'll drop like a rock. There's so much of it. It's all over the place, sitting all over the oceans of the world. And it'll go down. But what won't happen is if Iran had a nuclear weapon and used it, then the whole world is a different place. You're not going to have to pay a little bit more for gasoline. The gasoline, the oil will go down rapidly as soon as the war is over.
Oil prices rose by over 3%, extending earlier gains as hopes for a lasting U.S.-Iran ceasefire faded, dimming prospects of reopening the strait, through which about a fifth of global oil and liquefied natural gas normally flows. Trump said he does not think he will need China's help to end the war with Iran, even as hopes for a lasting peace deal dwindled and Tehran tightened its grip over the strait. China is the biggest buyer of Iranian oil despite pressure from the Trump administration.
President Vladimir Putin says Russia will deploy its new Sarmat strategic nuclear missile at the end of this year, describing it as the most powerful in the world.
The planned deployment of the missile, designed to deliver nuclear warheads to strike targets thousands of miles away in the United States or Europe, follows years of setbacks and delays. Putin, in televised comments, said the yield of the warhead was more than 4 times greater than any Western equivalent, and its range exceeded 35,000 kilometers. Western security analysts say Putin has made exaggerated claims for the capabilities of some of Russia's new generation of nuclear weapons, part of a modernization program he first announced in 2018. According to Western experts, Sarmat has seen failures in the past. One test in September 2024 left a deep crater at the launch silo. State TV showed Sergei Karakayev, commander of Russia's strategic missile forces, reporting to Putin on what he said was a successful Sarmat test launch. Since the start of the Ukraine war in 2022, Putin has repeatedly reminded the world of the size and power of Russia's nuclear arsenal in statements seen by the West as attempts to deter it from intervening too strongly on the side of Ukraine.
In a rare appearance before the media, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez says he would call elections at the club.
During the nearly hour-long news conference, Perez also lashed out at journalists, accusing some newspapers of targeting him and questioning his health. He singled out Spanish daily ABC, which had reported that Perez told close sources he felt very tired ahead of the surprise press conference. Perez said he would cancel his subscription to the newspaper and criticized a female journalist during the exchange, questioning her knowledge of football. Perez also addressed a reported clash between players Federico Valverde and Aurelien Tchouameni, saying disagreements were normal in football and criticizing the media for reporting on the incident.
The artistic director and co-president of Shaw Park tells to expect a colorful jewelry and lots of gemstones on the Cannes Film Festival red carpets shortly before celebrities and filmmakers attend the opening festivities of this year's cinema showcase.
The Swiss jeweler has been making the festival's top prize, the Palme d'Or, for 29 years. And showcased this year's trophy briefly before it's locked away in a safe space until the awards ceremony. Scheufele said the Palme d'Or, a golden palm tree branch on a transparent rock crystal base, features 19 gold leaves and a heart-shaped stem and is always unique.
Well, I mean, obviously this is the 2026 Palme, but there's always a little difference because it's always handmade. Plus, you always have this rock crystal on which the palm is sitting actually, which is cut from a rough. And there is never one rough like another rough, so every palm is unique.
Chopard is also debuting a new 79-piece luxury jewelry collection at Cannes. The Chopard Red Carpet collection is a brainchild of Scheufele and built around a theme and a number of years marked by the festival, with a new piece added every year. This year's collection celebrates natural miracles, said Scheufele. Asked about top jewelry trends this year, Scheufele said diamonds are a girl's best friend, adding that she expected red carpet pieces to be colorful.
Well, diamonds are a girl's best friend, but a lot of colors. A lot of gemstones in colors, semi-precious mixed with precious. So I think it will be very sort of colorful. And I've seen also what some of the actresses already have sort of put on the side for the carpet, so they're going for color.
The 79th Cannes Film Festival opens on Tuesday evening and runs through May 23rd.
And that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching. Wish you all a very pleasant time ahead.